One of the most compelling Signing Savvy member feature is the ability to create and organize your own word lists. To create a word list, simply click on My Word Lists in the Browse Signs box. You can see here that I have just become a member and I have not yet created a word list. So at the bottom where it says Your Word List, it says No Word List Created, and there's a button to create a new word list. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So I can name my word list. I'll call this word list Food Signs, and I'll give it a description, a list of food signs. I could choose how I want to display. I can choose the display order of the signs, either alphabetical or a custom order that I develop myself. I'll just stick with alphabetical for now. And then under the access option, I could choose if I want to share this word list with other members or just keep it as my own word list. For now, while I'm building the word list, I'll choose just to keep it as my own word list. Later on, I could always go back and change this option if I decide to share it. And I'll go ahead and click Create Word List. So my word list is now created. However, there are no words in the word list yet. So if I scroll down, you can see there are no words in the word list. Now there are two ways of adding words to the word list. The first way is to simply type words in the AdWords area of the word list. Let me go ahead and do that now. I'm going to go ahead and type a few words here. Okay, I've went ahead and typed several words in the AdWords box. As you can see, I've got the word pie, apple, soup, meat, bread, water, chocolate. I have a phrase, what's for dinner, and I'll add one more word, pizza. You can see each word or phrase is on a line of its own. You can type as many words or phrases, but each has to be on its own line. You could also type the words elsewhere, then copy and paste them into this box. I'm going to go ahead and click on Add Words now. Notice it says Add Words not in the dictionary as fingerspelled. If I uncheck that, if there is a word that's not in the dictionary, it will just not add it to my word list. But I'll leave that checked for now. And I'll click Add Words. It's going to ask me if I'm sure I want to add the words to the word list, and I'm going to go ahead and say OK. And here it gives me a summary of what was added. So it says pie was added, apple added, soup, meat, bread, water, chocolate, what is for dinner was added as a phrase, and pizza was added as a sign. Let me go back to the word list. Now when I scroll down, you can see all the signs are here, part of my word list. Now you can see that some of the signs actually have multiple versions or possibly multiple variations. So in this case, pizza, we've got version 1 and there's a version 2. So I could decide which version that I want to choose to be in my word list. If I'm not certain what the versions are, I could go ahead and click View and choose variations. Let me go ahead and do that. And you can see here's version 1 of pizza. And here's version 2. Then here's just pizza fingerspelled. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and stick with version 1. So I'm going to go ahead and say Save Changes, which will bring me back to my word list. And I could do this for other signs if there are multiple variations. Now, at any point in time, I could select a word or multiple words and click Remove the selected words, or I could go ahead and remove all the words in my word list if I wanted to wipe them out and start fresh. I'll go ahead and leave them the way they are. And I could always go back and add additional words using the Add Words option within managing a word list. Now let me show you the other way to add words to your word list. Let's say I'm just browsing around, searching for words, and I search for, let's say, milk. And I'll click Find Signs. And here we have the sign for milk. Now if I scroll down, you'll notice one of the options toward the bottom says Add to Word List. And if I select that, you can see all the word lists that I have created. And right now I've only got one word list called food signs. But if I go ahead and select food signs, what it will do is it will take the sign that I was just looking at and add it to my word list. So you can see now milk is part of my word list. And once again, since this word list is sorted alphabetically, it sorts it properly. Now once I'm ready to view my word list, I could go ahead and click View List at the top of the Manage Word List options. And Now I'm looking at the standard word list view. You can see all my words, once again, sorted alphabetically. I can go ahead and click on a word to see the sign, and once again, I can scroll through those words one at a time, forward or back. And when I'm ready, I could go and say View List to go back to the word list options. Since this is my own word list, I have this option. Of course, you would not have this option on other people's word lists or the built-in word lists. Let me go ahead and click on Manage a Word List. Now that I've created this word list and have it in order, I could go back and click on Edit Details. And I could perhaps change the name if I want to, change the description. I could always change the display order if I want to create my own order. But in this case, I want to change the access options and make it allow other members to view this list, and click Save. Now my food signs word list is a shared word list that other members can view. So I can click on Shared Word Lists. So I could scroll down to find the food signs list, or I could just simply search for it. So I'm going to type food. I'm going to search the title and description, click Search for List, and you can see there actually happens to be several word lists with the word food in it. But let me scroll down to the word list that I just created, food signs, and I'll click on that. And once again, here's my word list. Now the ability to create word lists, manage them, use them for flashcards, for quizzing, for printing, and for sharing with other users is a members feature. We truly hope you find it useful.